live in 3, 2. Oh, we're already live. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. And you know what? I'm surprised, guys, that we weren't demonetized. We're starting our episode off last week with the Oscars music for the Fappies. Oh, my God. Well, hey, everybody out there listening. Welcome to episode 18 of our show here.
The first FAP of the year.
Yeah, first FAP of the year, baby. We did it. Is this season 2? Are we calling this
season
year?
2?
Yeah, like season 2. I think
FAP
we're going to go
reloaded.
Yep. Yeah. FAP extreme. Yeah.
Oh,
renegade, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of other cool words to describe season 2, but it's gonna be It's gonna be the best season we've had yet. 2024 is gonna be a lot in store. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of movie news, a full year of true movies. I feel like. Of course, some have been affected by the strikes of 2024 or 2023. But I think it's gonna be our first true year of like no strikes, no COVID, no effects from COVID. There may be a little, yeah, right. Fingers crossed. If you guys are watching the YouTube version, fingers crossed here from Vu. Boys, how are we doing? How was the holidays for you guys? We discussed this a little bit, but let the people know how the holidays were for you boys.
Hey, holidays are great. I did not work for 10 days, so as we'll talk later, I saw a lot of movies.
Yes.
Happy to share my thoughts.
Yes.
But it's going to be back with the boys in 2024.
Yes. I forgot to do this. Brad's here with us today. We've also got, after Brad here, as you can tell from his beautiful voice, but next up is Mr. Vu. Vu, how are you doing? The Mr. I doc you yourself. I feel like the whole world knows about you at this point.
You know, Social Security.
Yeah.
You know, doing well. Had a good break too. Good time spending time with friends and family. So glad to be back. New Year's resolution is to fat more.
Yeah.
If that's even possible.
I'll spit my water out.
Sorry to get you like that, Brad.
Yep. We're truly going to make this. We've got a lot of goals, I feel like, for the people out there too, that we tried to do in 2023. I feel like we got a lot done still in 2023. So like we said, 2024 is only going to be better onward and upward from here. I don't know how you guys feel this way a little bit, but I'm a little Sunday scaries from the the Fappies. It got kind of righteous on the Fappies. I'm not gonna lie. We got pretty drunk there. This is I don't know about you boys, but I'm drinking water this episode. So to start the new year off strong. But last week was it 2 weeks ago? God, 3 weeks ago.
Jeez.
Just so much fun. That was one of the most fun episodes we'd had. I think it was our highest actual viewed, or at least downloaded on our Spotify, wherever it's all at. It's like on Amazon and also on like some other like podcast websites. But it's the most downloaded episode.
Can you run the numbers with the viewers? What was the count?
Let's see. Oh, well, from what I know is that we got 13. But I don't know. But then the other things won't show the other updates. That's the only thing I know is we got 13 downloads.
Nice.
Those people adding it to their thing. So if you boys, I won't tell anyone except for the world listening. If you guys need to download it. We'll get even more downloads. But it was also, I think it was only our second or third live episode we've done.
Good for us.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it our third? Do you remember other ones we've done? I know we did the one with Nick Cartwright and
was
C-Core.
the Emmys one?
That one also I think was live too. So I think you're right. I think it was 3. Unless you guys think of other ones too, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Jeez, look at us.
Yeah, look at us go.
Double digits.
Digit
not bad. Yeah, we're worldwide, baby. I feel like most of our downloads are around the world somehow.
Bots.
Yeah, bots. We're paying for them for 14. And one of them's not even doing it. This episode, I wish I would have came up with like a description from ChatGPT. That was one of my favorite things from the last episode, was like coming up with the award. I feel like next year's awards gonna be even better. I think we're gonna have a better presentation. We're gonna have fans everywhere from around the world, the red carpet. Everyone's gonna be enjoying it with us. So. But yeah, today's episode here's just to give you guys a rundown. I don't think it's gonna be the longest. Was last week 2 hours long?
I think so.
I forgot about that too. I think it was 2 hours long. So we're gonna give you guys a list of our top 16 Filmaholics. So not maybe the best movies out there when it comes to the critics, but it's the Filmaholics top 16 movies of the year. And how we're doing it is the tournament style. We'll go into that right before we go to that segment itself. But before that, we're gonna go run through our movies what we've been looking at. Looking through. Brad had a hell of a week of watching movies, so he's gonna run down kind of like some of his movies he's been watching, and then we're gonna finish off with the top 5 movies of what we're looking forward to, as well as the top 10 movies, our own personal top 10 movies of 2023, and then our top 5 movies of what we're looking forward to in 2024. Does this sound good to you guys?
Love it.
Love it.
All right, great. Well, I will bring it back up. I feel like we can go into the movie review. Brad has so many. Do you want to go first, Brad, or would you want me to go first? I saw 2 movies.
I was gonna go from bottom up,
Okay.
because just to make it easier. And anytime I bring up a movie, if you guys have already seen it too, I want to hear your quick stuff too, because I wasn't gonna go deep into it. There's a big list.
Sure.
I ripped through
Brad,
a lot of
you know what? If
movies.
anything, Brad, give him a little background on what happened these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Brad, someone would think, is Brad okay? Is there something going on?
Why is he watching a movie every
Yeah.
day or more than one? I was just off of work for a whole week during the holidays because I work for the university, and they're just like, yeah, we're closing it down.
Yeah,
Nobody's
the
working.
university worldwide.
University.
Yeah.
Prime time. If you know
Yeah.
prime time, it's his
prime
university.
time, baby. Come on.
Oh,
Knocking himself 2024. Brad thought he could get away with 2023. Not
Shit.
2024.
Brad tried to
2024, the year of Brad Ducks. Damn it.
Nice.
But yeah, so I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna do some quick hitters, and then if you guys have any other things to add for our audience, just throw in your thoughts. But I'm gonna start with a movie that didn't even come out in 2023. I saw Joker after going through the HBO list, as I previously saw one of Vu's favorite movies of 2023, which we'll get into. But Joker, quality movie. Very much enjoyed it. Didn't know what to expect because I was thinking, like, is this going to be like a typical superhero? But no, just a straight up Joaquin Phoenix like beauty. Apparently, there's going to be another one with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, so I'm very excited for that. I think one of you mentioned that it was up for Best Picture.
One Best Picture.
It won Best Picture.
One Best Picture. Yeah, I'm trying to think. 2019.
I can see that why. I can see why. It was a solid movie.
I also think it's DC's highest grossing movie of all time. I could be wrong, or it's the only $1 billion they've had in the last it's that and like Aquaman 1 are the only $1 billion movies they've had since The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And all it took was a Best Picture winning movie. Jeez.
Yeah.
Next I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Whoa.
Shit.
Okay. I'm excited to hear about this.
Yeah, so after the Fappies, I think it was one of the first movies I saw on my time off because you guys were just like, this is top tier.
Do we know how many awards it won? Like, do we still have those awards up? Oh, I don't think we do.
It's on the bottom of the document.
Oh, okay. One. Sorry, keep going into it. I'll count.
Yeah. Overall, I think good movie. Very good. I thought it was better than the second. I still think the first is my favorite.
Okay.
Anytime animals are involved, tearjerker, really pulls at the heartstrings. I'm not a fan of the Gamora losing her memory. Like, I didn't like that. I wanted them to be together and love each other.
Yeah.
I just wanted it so bad.
The Bolognese boys love.
Oh, yeah. I wanted it so bad. But the cast is great, and I'm a big fan of Cosmo. I don't know where that dog came from. I don't remember that as part of...
It started from the Christmas special that was released about it was December of last year.
Okay. So, I had no idea where it came from, but the Russian dog had powers, and I was all for it.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you think of the Meet the Millers guy being like really good looking in it?
Yeah.
Was that weird?
I have no idea about that character. I know that he was supposed to be like the person against Thanos, but they went a different route.
Yep.
But yeah,
for sure.
I thought that was cool.
Again, it's like Will Poulter, I think.
Yeah, Will Poulter.
Yeah.
Like literally the glow up of the century.
Yeah,
I just think he was hideous.
You guys watched The Bear, right? Did you guys see him in The Bear?
Yeah. Oh
I've
my
seen
God.
season 1. I've seen
Season 1. Okay. I want take a break, but I think I do recommend season 2.
I'm waiting for our biggest Fap fan to catch up to me, and then we're gonna watch season 2.
Good.
Nice.
All right, Saltburn. I know I'm not the only one that has seen Saltburn. I watched it on Amazon.
I'll add to this one too.
I watched it on Amazon, even though it was still in theaters. It still is in theaters, but since Amazon gave it money, I don't know. It has its own theater system now. Produces movies now. Okay.
Is it free for Amazon Prime members?
Yes.
Yep.
So what Amazon does that Netflix needs to start doing, if you ask me, is they release movies in theater, let them get money, and then they release it on their usually right away, a little bit earlier when they leave the movie theater. Okay. Then you can watch it on there.
Nice. Yeah. So I was like, I heard good things about it. I thought it was very interesting based on the trailer, and it's I think it's worth watching, especially if it's free on Amazon Prime. I mean, it's a cool I don't really know what's going to happen next. I couldn't really understand where it was going, but
I didn't know what kind of movie it was.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen trailer. I've only heard the hype online. Whether it was good or bad, there was hype. It had people talking.
What is this movie even about?
Don't want to spoil it. Just look up on YouTube if you really get bored. Bathtub
it's just like
scene, grave scene.
He's a loser. He's a loser that's going to Oxford, and then he somehow gets intertwined with the British elite.
Yes. Okay. That's a very good way to put it. It's just it's also what they would call it is a erotica thriller.
Yeah,
so it's definitely you don't know what's happening. It's very much exciting, and I think that it's beautiful if you ask me, Brad, too.
Yeah, I mean, very well done.
God, I watch on my TV. I've got a beautiful OLED TV at home, and I love watching movies that have 4K. It looked great. It was made for that. And it's also done in a 4:3 ratio, aspect ratio. So it's actually, it almost is like you're watching it on your phone with a black side. It's very unique and different.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think what other thing that I thought was really cool. It just honestly, I don't want to give away too much because I didn't watch it knowing too much, and I think that added to the experience for me. I almost had it in my top 10.
Whoa!
I think I liked it better than most because I didn't know what to expect. Mm-hmm. I love thriller. If you can get me with a good thriller, you're gonna get in there for me. But there's just so many good movies this year. It was hard for me to make it in there, but I liked it more than I expected. Yeah. Either you liked it or you don't. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people liked it. So
did you agree, Brad?
Yeah, I liked it.
Same.
I didn't love it. I was just oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I didn't know if I loved it either. There were some things about it I was like, what the hell am I looking at? But
it had people in it that I cared about. Gran Turismo main character, guy from Euphoria.
Yeah, that kind of blew my mind that he was in there. He acted really well in it.
Yeah,
I love Jacob Elordi. I kind of wish he was the Superman.
Oh, was he up for?
Yes, it was him, and he was he was up there.
Now that I've seen
Euphoria,
some of Euphoria,
yeah,
I like that actor.
Did you think it was hard for him to be a good guy in it?
In Euphoria or in
no, not Euphoria, in Saltburn, yeah. Considering what he was like in Euphoria.
Yeah, I think it took me a second.
It took me a second.
It is the only thing I know him from, and I've seen most of season 1, and he's horrible. So
yeah, he's as bad as it gets. So.
Okay, yeah, Saltburn, good. Recommend, especially Amazon Prime. You can see it right now.
I'll add it to
quick one about The Boy and the Heron. I was pretty disappointed by it. I like Studio Ghibli, but I just was honestly bored. I was finding myself looking at my phone in the theaters.
Ooh.
Was it a
single day, if you don't mind me asking? Was it a double screen day or one?
I was planning on seeing another movie after it, but I got so tired. I was just like, I'm just going to go home.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was disappointed because I think it's the last one by that director.
You might be right. Yeah.
It got 96% on Rotten Tomatoes too. I just looked it up.
It's beautiful because all their animation at Studio Ghibli really great. But I just kind of thought the story was a little slow and boring. It was 2 hours, but it wasn't doing anything till an hour in, it seemed.
Mm-hmm.
On Peacock, you can now watch The Holdovers.
Oh, so jealous you saw this before me, bro.
Yeah, it's that old style Paul Giamatti movie of
on film.
Yeah, I thought I was pleasantly surprised because I think when I first saw the trailer in theaters, maybe we were seeing like The Haunting in Venice, Kevin.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it and I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know. I wasn't too into it, but I wanted to give it a shot because I like Paul Giamatti. And I think it was good. It was a good story. It was a good feel-good story.
I was gonna say, was it heartwarming?
It was a heartwarming story.
Good.
Of like, very different people kind of coming together because of forced being together. And recommend it. Again, Peacock. You got Peacock, it's free. I'd watch it. Another one recently on Hulu you can watch for free, The Creator. I enjoyed it.
I reviewed this one.
I don't think you did. But I thought you said Lindsay loved it.
I have not.
This is one of Lindsay's favorite movies of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's a really good sci-fi, like AI human conflict movie. I like Denzel Washington's son. I can never remember his name.
Oh God, I can't think of it right now.
Which is why I call him Denzel
Washington's son. Yeah, and he's deserved it. He's a good actor. Oh God,
he's from Tenet.
Yeah. Keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, I thought Creator. It wasn't perfect story-wise, but like visually, it was cool. The pacing was pretty quick, and I liked that.
John David Washington is who we're looking at. I agree with you, man. I feel like this again, I think they're like, we can't put a 3-hour movie out that nobody knows much about. This probably has a lot of things that were on the cutting board and had to be cut. And because I agree, I think there were some things where you're like, how did this lead to this?
Yep.
And all of a sudden a couple of conveniences, if you ask me.
Yep.
But I'm also, that's just me trying to talk like I'm a critic. I enjoyed it as well.
But I really like the little girl that plays the little girl character.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I thought she was super cute and
great actress.
Yeah.
Really cute girl. Yeah. She was every time she was on the screen, she captivated every scene she was in.
Yeah. She did really fantastic.
Yeah.
Another one that I was never going to go see in theaters, and apparently when I saw it on Hulu, I was like, I'm going to give it a try, is Theater Camp.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Oh my God. That's another movie that would have maybe made on my list had I not.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed
every
Theater
freaking
Camp
movie.
It's definitely like, I don't know. It's like you have the creator, big sci-fi, tons of money. And then like Theater Camp was probably like $100 budget, like it's about kids going to a theater camp and then the adults are like trying to keep it afloat.
Yeah.
And so it was just like heartwarming and cute and fun.
And it wasn't like a musical. I thought you hear Theater Camp. I thought it was really funny. The kid actors, knew what kind of movie they were in. It seemed like it was jokey. It was was it PG-13 or rated R? I forget.
I think PG-13.
I think you're right. Yeah. I just love the adult actors in it. They're so good. And honestly, the guy who is with the girl they're tag teaming, he was in a movie years ago. There was a musical that's like on Broadway. It's called like Evan something is gonna win the day. Or I don't know. He just did a very bad job and everyone said he was gonna win an Oscar for it. And this movie, I thought it was his best performance I've seen him in yet. So I agree with Brad.
I can't remember what that other show that Jimmy Tatro's in. He's in that American Vandal. That's what I remember him from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I thought he played a good character too. He kind of annoys me at times. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. When he plays his YouTube character, sometimes can get annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a good movie. Let's get into the big one, The Flash. Decided to rip The Flash. It's one of who's best movies.
We've been talking about this with Brad since the beginning of the show. I think trying to get Brad to watch it.
Finally watched it, and pleasantly surprised. Really pleasantly surprised. I thought it was a good movie. Ezra Miller, criminal, okay. Who loves him, okay.
Ooh, movie of the year for 2023. Ooh.
But overall, I mean, I'm a big Flash just in general. I like speed, and I think it's so cool. Overall, I thought it was really fun. The time thing was cool, and eventually you see like that purple monster that got him at first turns out to be him who keeps like
What'd you think of
that?
What'd you think of that?
I like that. I thought that was cool.
Okay.
Of like,
you
have to let it go, otherwise it poisons you.
Yeah.
But I think I messaged you guys this when I first saw it, but I thought the focus of General Zod, I was just like, bad choice.
Yeah.
Because I personally just find
weird to bring it back in, if you ask me.
Yeah. I find that villain to be very boring.
Easy. Yeah.
But I like the other.
I thought literally. Oh, Supergirl.
She was cool. Supergirl.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was so good at it, man. I wish they'd bring her back, honestly, in this new DC. I know they're being selective of who they choose, but I think she's that good.
It would have been cool to get a little Nicolas Cage Superman, a little more than we got. But it was still cool that he got a little cameo.
I know, right? What do you think? Because I thought the beginning of the movie kind of was like a little silly, but it wasn't bad. The middle, like literally the rest of like the 70%, I thought was great. Like some of the best DC storytelling, if you ask me. And then the last 15, so I don't know if that adds up, 70, and then I said first 10, whatever. And then the last part kind of got me a little bit. I didn't necessarily, again, Zod, that was weird to me a little bit. And then I actually didn't like the Flash guy. I thought the CGI for that scene was so bad, if you ask me. I know it's supposed to be a part of this guy's vision, and I don't know what they were thinking with that, but I just thought to me that movie, again, it's great in some parts. And then there's some parts I'm like, gosh, this is a $250 million movie.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I just thought it did a good job explaining like the multiverse and DC's aspect.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's the same. I agree. It's not, I think it's, I don't know why it's grown worse on me but it was really good when I left it. I don't know. You tell me and Brad in 6 months what you think of it still, but maybe just seeing the DCU and hearing the news and hearing what's coming in the future, that probably soured on me. So maybe in 6 months you'll have a better, thoughts on it.
Plus, I mean, you found out more about Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
he was.
I'll never forget that night when Boo told me that.
Yeah, I just can't watch it again now. It won't be the same.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good.
I got 2 more movies, and then I'll get off my soapbox. I went and saw Wonka.
Yes, Wonka.
Which I hope you guys. Vu, did you end up seeing Wonka?
I didn't have enough time. Yeah,
I didn't either. I thought it would be on my top 10 for sure.
I mean, when I saw the trailer and I saw Timothée Chalamet, I was like, "There's no way I'm seeing this movie." But perfect A-list movie.
Yes.
I thought it was fun and cute.
What do you think of Timothy?
Great acting. Definitely not a singing voice.
Okay, I was thinking that too. I didn't see it, but I saw like scenes on Twitter.
Like the moment he started singing, I was like, "Ooh!" Like
really?
it's just like, I don't know. Have you guys seen Les Mis? This is a deep cut, but like Les Mis, people did not like Russell Crowe.
Oh,
okay.
So like it's kind of like a Russell Crowe where it's like you're clearly not trained to sing, but you can still
you're
perform.
A good actor and
like you're still performing and do well. But I mean, I think my biggest thing was like the songs just weren't catchy. Like,
okay,
I didn't leave the theater like having one in my head.
Do you feel like they were there to be there? Like almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like the other movies, like all the Oompa Loompas, those are the only songs you have. But this one has songs that just the normal characters sing and do.
Okay.
So it was like a musical. But perfect A-list movie, I think. I think it was.
Do you think that he will do a second one?
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh, you hope not? Okay, all right. Then that's all I need to hear.
Yeah, no.
How did this one stack up to like the Johnny Depp one? Like, or is it too different?
I have recently seen that actually because my girlfriend had not seen it, and first of all, unbelievably creepy. Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka. If you see it again, he is very like unsettling. But because that one's dark.
Did you see Timothy becoming Johnny Depp? Like Johnny Depp's like Wonka?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Because Timothée Chalamet is still like happy and like he wants to do this for his mother. It's a different story.
Yeah.
Because there's not a mom that's talked about in the Johnny Depp one that I can remember. It's all about his dad being the dentist. So it's a different backstory this time.
Okay.
Sure.
But again, if like you have A-list, I recommend it. It's cute.
Okay.
But the main event, the reason I wanted to end it on this.
All right, go ahead.
I was honestly blown away. I had no idea. I went to see this by myself because I didn't think my girlfriend wanted to see it. But after I saw it and tell her what I'm about to say, she's like, I have to go see it.
Yeah.
This movie was incredible.
Yes.
So good. I don't think I've said it. It's the Iron Claw.
Yep.
Zac Efron playing a part of a wrestling family.
The Von Erich family.
The Von Erich family.
He's Kevin Von Erich. Yes.
And then you have you have Jeremy Allen White, who comes in like 45 minutes in. You only see a picture of him in the family photo, and then all of a sudden he's there, huge character.
He doesn't show up until 45 minutes into the movie.
It's kind of, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is like the first, like, you're like, where is he?
Yeah, because you remember seeing the trailer, but then, but overall, such a good movie. If you don't know anything about the family, don't look it up just because it's a family drama tragedy.
Yeah.
Without saying too much, I mean, it's
a curse, some would say.
A family curse.
Yeah, family curse. And
it's just like it's a well done and respectful drama. Is that the right genre?
Yeah, yeah, drama for sure. Can I add a little bit to this too?
Because absolutely,
this movie I saw as well. I'd seen the hype. Everyone's saying this is one of the best wrestling movies. Not only the best wrestling movies, one of the best movies of the year. And it's kind of crazy that it was never nominated for a Golden Globe, but it makes sense because it was released later. I think the one thing that's going to hinder it is that good. It should be nominated for an Oscar, if you ask me. Zac Efron is the best actor in this movie too, and it's the best acting I've ever seen him be a part of my entire life.
Oh yeah,
better than High School Musical.
But with his new face, yes, it has to be this. Like, no offense, Zach, I know you listen, but it is. You just see the pain in his eyes and just his acting, and he plays his character. You forget it's Zac Efron. He embodies Kevin Von Erich. I don't see Zac Efron when I'm watching that movie. You know what I mean? I see that character, and you just see what he has to go through, and just trying to keep this family together while also trying to keep his career and the expectations from the father. And it's
the family, man. The family.
Yeah, the family is. You think your family's messy, man? I mean, anyone out there? And I'm not saying Brad or me or Vu. I'm saying in general, like if you out there think your family is a mess, this family takes the cake. It's up there for me. I mean, it's one of the best movies, one of the best experiences, and maybe recency bias is taking over a little bit, but like Lindsay was bawling next to me. She almost bawled even more in the car ride home because she just felt, because Zac Efron's character he brings that out of you.
Yeah.
Jeez, now I gotta go like watch it tonight.
Yeah, dude, it is amazing. If there's any movie on this list that you need to see, it's that one. Like Brad said, it's in the tournament. It is going to be a hard decision if that one moves on.
And I think what speaks to it the most is like, this is about wrestling in the 80s. Mm-hmm. This could be the farthest from people's interests.
Yes.
And everyone I've seen it with and talked to have been like, wow, like that was just really, really good and well done.
Secord was telling me after, he was saying, because we had to go pick up some boxes, avid guest on the show, Anthony Secord, and he was saying he was so excited to talk to me about it, just because, and again, he doesn't really watch wrestling. He kind of mocks it. Brad and I, we watch wrestling together sometimes, and so we have a little, that doesn't deter us. You're talking about, his one of our number one viewers. I mean, I bet she's pumped to see, and I feel like Lindsay again not hates on wrestling, but just it's not interest to her, and she sees beyond that. It's just a part to get you to tell a story. It's not the main thing.
And when you guys say wrestling, I'm guessing you're talking about like WWE, like
yes.
AEW wrestling.
Oh. Yep. Yeah, exactly. But it's
like
before
Ric
that.
Flair's come up.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. What do you think of the Ric Flair actor?
I liked it. I don't
didn't
know Ric Flair that much.
Okay.
I know of Ric Flair, but I think he kind of played perfectly to someone like me who knows of Ric Flair. It's like, I know he's a flamboyant, bombastic man.
Partier.
Yeah.
Superstar. He's like, it's hard to be able to, yeah. Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. I can't recommend it enough, Vu. I really think you should see that movie.
Do you think, Brad, it will be on your list later? Or should we keep that later?
Oh, it certainly will be.
Yeah,
so for a movie like Iron Claw, can we put it up for awards for the 2024 Fappies then, since it didn't make the cycle of 2023?
Man, I don't know. That's really hard. I think we discussed it a lot during the Oscars where I think it should be nominated. But that's the tough thing about it, man. There's so many movies this year that were so great. Let's Brad, what do you think? I mean, that's hard to say. It's a 2023 movie. And we even said this, I think, on the episode too. Like, I knew that there'd be like movies next week, because that was the final week to essentially get the push in for the Oscars. Movies were coming out, like special Simple Things, or the one with the one with Emma Stone. She's in that one. Poor Things. That one's gonna get, that one should be an amazing movie I hear. Wonka, I don't know if Wonka might have, but
Wonka's gonna be up there.
Yeah, I don't know, Vu. It's hard to say, man.
I guess I'll have to watch.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we do
after you watch it, we can do a look back on the Fappies. Did we make any mistakes?
Yeah, honestly, we can do an update.
Yeah,
we can do an update.
It would be
the
sad
Bolognese Boys movie.
How sad would like a movie be if we took their Fappy away and gave it to
Well, at least be nominated. It would have been nominated for a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
The Bolognese Boys, that would be a good movie for us to see, us three together, and see who came out crying the least. Did you cry at all, Brad? Do you mind me asking?
Iron Claw?
Yeah.
No, it's only Gran Turismo this year.
I cannot.
I am surprised I didn't, because I did grow up with only brothers, and I thought maybe I would really connect with it, but I didn't really get to my heart.
I got you,
but I did love it. I did love the movie.
Christina described it as the best display she's ever seen in film of brotherhood too.
Ooh,
that's what she said when she came out of that one. Besides Four Brothers, from 10, 15 years ago with Mark Wahlberg. And
is that like the war movie?
No, it's that's Band of Brothers. That's also a really good one for brothership, I guess. But never mind. I'm kidding on the Four Brothers thing.
But I think that statement that she said, I can get behind that.
Yeah,
it was like what's the word? Love without I'm trying to say they just loved each other.
Unconditional love too. It didn't seem like acting, and unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Like they were just brothers, and it was beautiful.
Nice, man. Well, good, dude. I think it's a good list.
Thank you for letting me just talk about the movies I watched for my week off.
Yeah. No, let's get the podcast started.
All right, can we hit record?
Yeah. No, I think that was great, dude. You saw a lot of movies. I think at the end of the year, there's so much to see. So I think this is what
Fappen's about.
This is what Fappen's about, ladies.
And I think it's ramping me up for a good 2024.
I think so too.
I'm not going to get behind.
I'd love to hear this, dude. Yeah, that's a good way to go into the new year. You know what? The transition to something where I think we might see the Iron Claw on is the Filmaholic Entertainment Best Movies of 2023 March Madness of January. It's the January Madness Best Movies of 2023. Where Vu, you created the list. Do you mind to kind of go through the rules of how it's kind of set up, what we're thinking about doing here, or do you want me to? How do you want to do it?
Yeah, I can go through it. I'm just trying to figure out how to share screen
for all of our YouTube homies.
Yeah, for all the YouTube homies out there.
Let's see here. I think
for all the people who sent me death threats saying that I talk too much, which I think one of them was from Brad.
Can you guys see my screen?
No, there is an extra screen on the bottom. Yes. Boom.
Oh. So you guys can see it? Are we good?
I can see it. If you could somehow make it closer. Perfect. All right. Go through the rules, buddy.
So we decided to choose 16 movies that the Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast enjoyed in 2023. So pick the list of 16 that really embodied the fat mindset. And
I feel like you did a good job here, buddy.
Thank you. And the way that we ranked them is by how each movie did gross-wise. So Barbie was the highest grossing movie, so we got the 1 seed. And that's tougher for movies, like on streaming, Leave the World Behind. Obviously, we don't have grossing info for that, so it gets the 16 seed.
And this is domestic too. It looks like it's not international.
Yep, domestic.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so
but the international around the world, we're not discrediting you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we love you. Thank you.
Yeah, we love all our viewers. wherever you guys may be.
Explain yourself, Vu. And then I think we added a few more in here too. Like, I think you'll see Godzilla is in here. That wasn't like, it was a Japanese movie, but that was one of our favorite movies of the year. There's a couple others I would say. And then we tried to, and I would say Vu did a good job of adding movies that we feel like were on our list of our top 10 that we equaled about. So I think this is a very good list, man.
I think Kevin, you have an update on the 16 seed, right? I think we have a change.
Oh, yes, there was breaking news today. So number 16 seed today, this is just normal, nothing just announced for the March Madness. There was a burning, fiery crash in the middle of Colorado. They couldn't get over the mountains, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has died. No. Everyone, no. They were almost going to come in for that upset, try to take out Barbie. But unfortunately,
they had a chance.
They never had a chance. So, Indiana Jones, may you go in a blaze of glory.
Rest in peace.
Hopefully, we never talk about you again. Yes,
winner of a Fappy.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave them behind in 2023.
Leave them behind in 20. I listened to a guy too who also on YouTube who I love, and he said that was the worst movie of the year for him too. So I'm just so glad it had a shot. There's some guys on there that can shoot a 3. They just couldn't.
I just want to say that Indiana Jones had the same amount of Fappies as Barbie did. So.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. I don't even know if
that's the case. We got a close matchup, guys.
It would have been closer than we expected.
Yeah.
Cool, Vu. So, Vu, do you want me to go through? I can kind of help lead us from each one to one, and kind of how we're going to do is we're going to see Barbie. The first thing you're going to see here is Barbie versus Leave the World Behind. I think what we do is we just kind of discuss this. Mm-hmm. We decide which was the best of the two. I think we point out positives of each, and then we decide which one we think will move on. Does that sound good to you guys?
I love it.
But Vu, thank you again for setting this up for us. So again,
of course.
As we see, and should I go through all the 16 quick right now to say here's what's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then kind of let people know, or what do you think?
Yeah, do a quick one.
All right. Number 1 is Barbie. Number 2 is, let me look for it, Mission Impossible. Number 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was number 3 in the domestic. Good for them. Okay, I didn't know that. Either way, Guardians of the Galaxy number 4, Spider-Man number 5, number 6 The Flash. Number 7, Creed. number 8, Spider-Man. What are you laughing at, Brad?
I think that's the second time you said Spider-Man.
Did I?
Did I have Spider-Man on here twice?
No. Oppenheimer's 5.
Oh, Oppenheimer's number 5. Number 8 was Spider-Man. Number 9 was Blackberry. Number 10 was Godzilla, -1. Number 11, Napoleon. Number 12, Iron Claw. Number 13, John Wick. Number 14, Air. Number 15, Gran Turismo. And number 16, Leave the World Behind. God, I forgot about Leave the World Behind. I actually would have maybe added that to my list. Okay. Well, either way, it's going to be fun at the end here. Let's dive into it, guys. Number 1, to move in the beginning of the first ever Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast 2023 Movies of the Year is Barbie versus Leave the World Behind. So Barbie got the number 1 domestic, of course. It was part of the worldwide sensation of Barbenheimer. Leave the World Behind was released on Netflix without a whim about 3 weeks ago.
Not a whole lot of marketing.
Not a whole lot of marketing in that. We had like Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie and Barbie, Michael Cera, Issa Rae, countless other actors in it. Leave the World Behind also had fantastic actors. I mean, you had Mahershala Ali, you had Kevin Bacon, Ethan Hawke, Julia Roberts. I mean, if you guys had to go to bat for one right now, what would you guys go for first? Vu or Brad, you guys go first. What do you think was the best of the two? And if you want to give up positives for both.
I'm just going to come clean. I still have not seen Barbie yet.
Shoot, that might hurt it. That might hurt it in this.
So I can only judge what I've seen, and I really like Leave the World Behind.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Holy crap. That might be an upset. Oh my God, this going into halftime tied. This is like the situation going on right now. So, what'd you think of Leave the World Behind?
I thought it was a great suspense. Like, what the heck is going on in this movie? And it all comes together perfectly at the end, I think.
All right.
Great acting, great story. I actually really enjoyed it.
Good, man. Good to hear. Brad, it's tied going to halftime. Give me your thoughts, buddy.
I have to agree with Vu of everything he said. I really did like Leave the World Behind. I think my only that would have been a perfect movie, but I think those movies are so hard to hit start to finish because of the end of the world apocalypse. I left when it ended. I was just it was so close. I thought it was so cool. The suspense was really, really good. I was really into I don't know if you've seen it, Kevin, but
I have.
Yeah, so who's responsible? We still don't know. It's hackers. There's pamphlets being thrown in Korean and
For sure.
San Francisco and Russian and Arabic, and so I was just oh, this is super cool. But it just didn't overall hit for me. I did love it. Barbie, I liked Barbie, but I wasn't blown away by Barbie.
See, I liked Barbie a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was also partially being in LA. I thought it was really funny. The crowd was really into it, which I saw it, which also is such a big. You'll notice for a lot of mine on my top 10 is seeing a movie with Brad. I think I saw Mission Impossible, and that movie is higher on my ranking because of the experience I had with Brad. Good movie still, but you know what I mean? So for me, it's without the Brad experience, but I just had so much fun seeing it in IMAX. So when I'm trying to bring it back to Barbie, I love the experience being part of Barbenheimer, just being a part of it all. It was everywhere. So for me, it fits the number one spot, but does it beat Leave the World Behind?
I think it does.
You think it does? You think it was close? It was a close game?
I think it was close.
72-69?
No, probably a 80-68.
80-68. It was close, though.
It was tied at half.
It was tied at half.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're thinking Barbie goes on?
I do, yeah.
All right.
I respect it.
All right. That's a good way to put it. I like that. I like it. For all those people who don't give a crap about sports, that's points.
But I think it is worth mentioning. Leave the World Behind. I thought, and Vu, and probably you too, a quality movie.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a great number 16 seed. If there was 64, it'd be hard to beat this one as a 16 seed.
Yeah, we almost saw a Purdue Fairleigh Dickinson right there. It was close.
Almost.
Man, that was fun. That was a good first match. Okay, Spider-Man versus Blackberry. So I think this one's tough because you guys haven't seen Blackberry, right?
Yeah.
But if you go to bat for it,
yeah.
No, Blackberry is one of my favorite movies of the year. Spider-Man is my favorite. So
yeah,
I think it was kind of a blowout if you ask me.
Yeah,
so Spider-Man will move on for this. I think we all can agree Spider-Man is just one of the best movies of the year. And not only exceeded expectations, but I don't think we expected it to be this great.
It won the Fappy.
It won the Fappy for best movie of the year. Explain it. That speaks for itself. So yeah.
You want to maybe come up with a score? Was it a close one?
It was a 79-60.
79-6. Oh,
yeah. I'd say they win so Spider-Man wins at the half up 20. It was hard for them to come back.
Yeah,
it was hard for them. Now Blackberry's earned. Now Spider-Man was a number one ranked team in the beginning of the year. And Blackberry's kind of like a D3 school that just happened to be 27-0 or 30-0. So.
I love the references.
Yeah, does that make sense? Is that helping make it a little bit better?
Yeah. I love it. Viewers out there are loving it too.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy versus John Wick.
The third movie against the fourth movie.
Yes.
Yep.
If you guys don't mind me going, I liked John Wick a lot. I actually thought John Wick 4 was my favorite out of the four. It's hard to say because they're not that different, but I thought it was really visually stunning. I thought the cinematics part of it, the cinematography was amazing in it. I think his action was insane. That scene where he's fighting up the stairs, gets punched and falls back down the stairs and has to do it all over again. I think they're amazing, but again, it's 3 hours of action and kicking ass. And I will say I was checking my phone a lot. I don't know if I was stressed or what it was, but I was checking my phone during the 3 hours. Be like, this is kind of long. And Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you guys know we've talked about it. Tearjerker, it's earned its number 4 spot, if you ask me. It's that spot right there is maybe the most earned spot for it. And just, again, it's one of my favorite movies of the year. So,
yeah. Would you say that John Wick was a great way to close out that franchise? Because that is the last movie that he's in, right?
There's rumors he may come for a 5, but it's hard to say because they do pretty much kill him off. Yeah. But Brad, have you seen John Wick?
I've seen 1 through 3. I was hoping to find it streaming, but
is it not on like Peacock or like?
I think they have the first 3 on Peacock.
Interesting.
Unless it's just called John Wick and I just overlooked it.
I think it's John Wick 4.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great movie. Is it better than Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for me? I mean, it's one of Vu's favorite movies of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great movie to you, Brad. I don't think I can push it past Guardians of the Galaxy 3, if you ask me.
Guardians advances.
Yep.
Defensively, it was a great game. I mean, I think it was probably like a 60 to 52.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
We had a fight.
Now
this one's brutal.
God.
A 5-12 is always a deadly one.
Oh my God.
Oppenheimer up against Iron Claw. So I haven't seen either of these. I'm gonna let you guys decide.
I think it's the battle of Brad and I for this one.
Yeah. Yep. It totally is.
This might surprise you, and I'll have to apologize to Christopher Nolan, but I think Iron Claw is my favorite of the 2.
Okay.
I did like Oppenheimer. Great, it really is great. It is a historical biopic drama. Yes, it was great start to finish, but I thought Iron Claw, there wasn't a moment where I wasn't locked in.
Mm-hmm. And it's also an hour shorter,
which helps.
That does help.
Wow. So, yeah, I mean, I think Iron Claw, again, could be recency bias. Really could be. But I left Iron Claw texting everyone I knew they had to see it. I didn't do that for Oppenheimer.
Well, because that was me telling you guys.
Yeah.
That same situation. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm an Oppenheimer guy here. I'll admit it. I think Oppenheimer's earned it. I think it's the best movie of the 2 I've seen this year. I think it's a masterpiece when it comes to spectacle. I think both are masterpieces. Different though. I think one, when you've got the hype, you've got you're Christopher Nolan. You have to, the Tenet was kind of a failure, not a big failure, but it was a failure in regards to Christopher Nolan. I think this is maybe what people would call his best movie he's ever created. Some would say it's going to win Best Picture for Oppenheimer. I think that Cillian Murphy is going to win Best Actor unless it's Zac Efron. I think that's also a fun thing that's kind of cool here. These are my 2 favorite guys for Best Picture of the year. So for me, it's like this might be the first upset of the year.
Which movie would you guys rather rewatch tonight if you had to choose?
I saw Iron Claw twice in a week.
Oh, did you?
Brad, you really popped.
Whoa. Okay.
I gladly went and saw it the second time.
I bought the 4K UHD Blu-ray of Oppenheimer.
Oh.
I have the physical copy. I'm gonna rewatch it. I've seen it twice already.
Okay. Jeez, this is a battle. This is
a battle. Should we? How do we determine? Should we ask Cord what he thinks? Do we want to give him the power? Do we? That's what I'm saying. I think
Vu, you haven't seen Oppenheimer, right? Either?
I have not.
Vu, if you had to say, and we don't have to give it to you if you don't want to, but we do need a tiebreaker of some sort. We need somehow. What's a more determining factor here? Are we thinking of?
I would rather watch Iron Claw for the 3rd time with Vu than Oppenheimer for the 2nd time with Vu.
Oh,
I think it'd be awesome to see it for the 2nd time with Vu, though. That's just hard. Or 3rd time with Vu. Like that's.
Oh, this is tough. I can't wait.
It's hard for me to beat the marketing event of the year as well, Brad.
Yeah. Right now, it's just a debate between you two. Who can convince the other to flip their vote?
I mean, think about this. Iron Claw had Zac Efron. He was such a great force that he carried the movie himself. Oppenheimer did have Cillian Murphy, but it also had Matt Damon. It also had all the great, Robert Downey Jr., which is going to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Not trying to, if we're at it creating points here,
are you saying that Jeremy Allen White is not going to get nominated?
No, I don't. I don't think he will. I think that actually, there's one thing about that's the only gripe I had is I wanted more Jeremy Allen White in the movie, and maybe just didn't fit with the story. Again, Zac Efron's the best. I mean, hell, I'd be so happy if Zac Efron won the Best Actor of the Year. I just think that this movie is the epitome of what movies are. It kind of saved the movie, not saying saved movies, but it's hard to come up when you're a summer blockbuster and can it live up to the hype. I mean, look at all the movies we watched leading up to it, which were kind of failures. Indiana Jones, number 16, died in a fiery crash. I don't think there's a coincidence. I mean, for me, you look at other movies. I mean, I'm trying to think of other movies leading up that we saw, Brad. That just Elemental. There were so many things we saw, and that movie was finally like the movie. It was like, thank God, like
lived up to it,
and it lived up to it. Now, Brad, I'm not trying to. I could go with Iron Claw. I could go. This is an overtime game. I would say double overtime.
Double overtime, and Oppenheimer wins on a half-court buzzer beater.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, you bring up great points, I think. It kind of just has to win.
No, Brad, it doesn't have to. This is FAP. This is Filmaholics. This isn't like it doesn't have to be that.
But Oppenheimer represents so much more. Like you were saying.
That's why I hate doing this, because any other team, Iron Claw moves on, if you ask me.
Iron Claw should be fighting Oppenheimer in the finals.
I know. That's what I agree. I agree. This is a finals matchup.
Oh, geez,
Brad,
you got to blame the committee for setting up this match.
I mean,
now it's going to be Godzilla against Oppenheimer or whatever.
What do you think? What do you think moves on, Boo?
It's tough to say. Just from my
How about this? What is this on your? Is this movie higher than? Is Iron Claw higher than 2 on your list, Brad?
Is what?
Is Iron Claw higher than 2 on your list
of movies of the year
you've seen this year?
Iron Claw is number 2.
Oh, fuck! Oppenheimer's my number 2. Oh no!
Yeah,
Should I ask Lindsay
over.
what she thinks was better?
Yes,
let's
bring it a guest.
I'll be right back.
Bring it a guest.
Bring it a guest.
Lindsay?
This is
a great first round.
Yeah,
Can you help me, honey?
Committee wanted when they set the brackets up.
Oh, what a great 5-12.
This is hard. This is taking up 5 minutes just on this one.
But it's 5 minutes well spent.
Yeah. Who wanted to cause chaos? All right, we're really stuck. We've been here on this one for 6 minutes, I think, at this point.
Oh, jeez.
What moves on? Oppenheimer or Iron Claw?
That's so small.
Hi, Lindsay.
I mean, it's got to be Oppenheimer.
All right.
Oh,
Right?
I think so,
Fair
too.
enough. Fair enough.
We talked about it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, honey. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Great.
They're both great. I mean, they're some of the best movies of the year.
Mm-hmm.
what would you say the score was of that game?
That's double, triple overtime. I mean, that's 9,900.
Both fought to the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
99 to 100.
The audience was clapping for both teams.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Standing ovation. Oh, that's sad. I'm actually really sad about that one. All right. Well, Mission Impossible versus Gran Turismo. The show must go on. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it's an easy Mission Impossible victory, but I just love the respect that Gran Turismo should get.
Yeah, one of the movies that definitely surprised me. It's not my list, but it definitely surprised me and how good it was. Again, I think seeing with Brad probably added to the experience. We had great seats. I think we were sitting right in the middle of the theater. I don't think there was too many people around us. It was a movie we had no expectation on Friday night, and we just enjoyed it. And it was the race scenes were really cool. Good story. Like tearjerker movie of the year for Brad. So, Vu, what do you think for this one? I haven't heard you in a while. I'll shut up. I keep taking over.
No worries. I have not seen Gran Turismo yet, but for Mission Impossible, I kind of went in with no expectations. I had not seen the first 5 even. So,
Okay.
And I thought it was a great movie, just picked up right there, and I'm excited to see the next one.
Is it on your top movies of the year, do you think?
It's in my top 10.
So what do you think, Brad?
Yeah, I think easy Mission Impossible. I think it's the
All right.
perfect movie. Like he said, you don't have to see any of them before, and it's just a quality flick.
And Brad, like, this one is much higher on my list because I had such a great time seeing it. I mean, you and I, we had fun.
It was so fun.
We did the movie. It was also just the beginning of the podcast, so it was just kind of like the excitement of doing the video afterwards, and yeah.
Fapping's fun, but when you can fap with a friend, it's even better.
Fap in the same room together. Fap with others around.
I can't wait till we fap together.
Yeah, I can't wait either, man. It's gonna be fun. We get arrested for fapping in public. All right. Indecent fapping.
I love it. I love you guys.
Oh man, I love it too, dude. All right, here we go. This is
Creed versus Godzilla.
All right, but you go for Brad. Have you seen Creed?
Watched it on the plane, did not finish it.
Creed 3. Creed 3.
Yeah, I was watching it on the plane, and then
what'd you think?
I landed, didn't finish it.
I
like it.
Go back to it.
Nah, I don't know. The first two, I ripped through Creed. I think just like by myself randomly. I thought they were awesome.
Yeah.
And then the third, I don't know. I think I just kind of got tired of the same-ish thing.
Okay.
And then Godzilla's Godzilla. I'm choosing it to win.
Yeah, it's
Simple
one of the
as that.
best movies of the year. Same for me, man. Creed was really. I saw it in Dolby. It was amazing. Sorry, Boo.
I really enjoyed Creed. I thought Jonathan Majors,
Amazing.
Before he had the whole off-screen incidents, I thought he did an amazing job. I thought that was a great film.
Where do you put Creed in your? Or don't say it, but between the two, because you haven't seen Godzilla -1. Would you say that it should move on? Creed.
I would say so, just because I haven't seen Godzilla.
Okay.
Did you like how it ended, Creed? Since I haven't seen it,
I thought honestly,
the finale fight and all that, and the two guys in their relationship.
I remember the boxing scenes weren't that great to me though in Creed. Like at the end,
the story was almost better.
Yeah, the story was way better than the actual boxing itself.
I kind of agree. It became a little kind of generic. It
They,
still
like,
was
took
intense. I saw it in Dolby, and it was like each punch was literally shaking the room.
Yeah,
It was unreal. It was so fun. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Boo.
no worries.
Well,
what do you think? Are they both on your list, Kev?
Godzilla's mine. Yeah. It's
Oh.
one of my favorites.
So is this a Godzilla win then?
Yes.
Yeah. Since I have seen majority.
Yeah,
of Creed 3.
since Brad has seen a better majority of the movie. This is the first, you guys. This is the first upset of the tourney.
Ooh.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh!
10-7.
All right. There we go.
I do want to give a
Godzilla.
shout out. I think the Creed trilogy is really cool with how they deal with deafness. You don't
Oh.
see that a lot, disability.
Mhm.
So shout out to Creed.
Brad, I think you would have probably liked it a lot more had you seen it in like a theater. Had you had A-list at the time. I think it is actually a pretty great movie experience.
I mean, if every punch is shaking your seat, that
Dude,
would be
it was
pretty
insane.
awesome.
I had people
Yeah.
next to me flinching
Damn.
because it was that intense. It was awesome.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure seeing it in a theater would be a little different.
When you're on an airplane and you just hear everything else.
Brad shaking from the turbulence.
People are screaming and crying around him. he's like shh.
Oh man.
Oh my god, the air things have come down and Brad's like, oh look at that.
Oh.
All right, awesome, man. That was good. Godzilla, wow, huge. I think it might be the Cinderella story of the season. We'll see.
I could see it.
Nope. Next up, 3 vs 14, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Air.
Oh man, did you guys see it?
The
Air.
fact that TMNT is number 3 is awesome.
I did not.
I have not seen Air.
You've not seen Air, so that is going against it.
Yeah.
Convince us.
Yeah.
Brad, or Vu, what'd you think?
For TMNT,
Or
I thought-
Air?
I have only seen TMNT. So, Kev,
You got two people that have
no.
not seen it, so
All right.
you're gonna have to stand on that
This
soapbox.
is what it is. Happens to be what it is. Do you guys want me to go into Air?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm guessing you guys are probably going to pick TMNT. I also really like TMNT, but Air is like, it's really freaking good. Great acting. God, it's actually been a long time since I've seen it, but I mean, there's some scenes in there I still remember, like Michael Jordan. Just the idea of Air is just it's just you're seeing a movie where it's the best acting out there. It's pretty good pace. It's not a 3-hour flick. It's about the whole, you got Jason Bateman in there, who's not even the main guy. I don't know why I thought of him first, but Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Viola Davis has a spectacular job. Look at Daisy behind me. It is the prototypical one of the best movies of the year. I mean, it's kind of up there with like, it's very comparable to like The Big Short, if you ask me. I decided it's hard. It's generic good movie. Like it could be nominated for an Oscar. I'm probably more passionate for TMNT to pass it.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm selling Air enough. I think we all think TMNT was just a great movie.
In a year where like
animated, see it.
Yeah, in a year where animated flicks kind of dominated and stepped above, like, oh, it's just a kid movie. I think TMNT was a big part of that reason.
I'd love
outside of Spider-Man.
No, man, I think that's a really good answer. And you, Brad, you brought up a good point. You did not want to see it, right? There's nothing bringing you to see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big Ben Affleck guy, so that also. But like, yeah, I don't know. I had zero desire, even when I think you saw it at some point, and then you're like, "Holy shit, it's a great movie." I still was just like, "Eh."
It was in April, so I bet you would have seen it had you had. I bet it would be a great.
Yeah, that's movie. A good point.
But yeah, because of that, and because the podcast started in June,
TMNT,
if you ask me.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. This is
animated movie for children.
You know what, people? If you hate that, check out our episode next year for this because it'll be much better. Maybe you know what? Nobody pushed us to start podcasts earlier until me and Vu hung out with each other and got drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
None of you guys did it. We did it in June. It is what it is. Or I guess in May. I think we may even did it in May. Yeah. So cool. TMNT moved on.
Ooh, this last one's an interesting one.
I know, bro.
I know.
Yeah. So 6 versus 11. One of these movies was the Alex Vu movie of the year.
I know.
So I think you guys already know where my vote's going. Partially because I haven't seen Napoleon yet.
I want to hear what Brad. I want to hear what Brad says.
Oh, this might be the hardest one.
I love that for you, Brad, because you hated on it in June. The Flash. you were like, this doesn't interest you at all. So I'm glad this is here.
But I think that's also partly because I wasn't blown away by Napoleon. I was hoping for more. I think because I thought the trailer was sick.
It should have been an Oscar contender, and I don't think it's going to get anything.
That's crazy. Oh, man. Okay, Kevin, you got to talk, Kevin. I got to think.
Okay. Flash, great superhero movie. Maybe the second or third best superhero movie, or probably the third if you ask me, best superhero movie of the year. Over the year, it got worse for me. I think just hearing everything with the news, it really brought it down. This team had a lot of injuries. Hurting it throughout the season. It started off high. They were really highly ranked. And I think with everything going on, players getting suspended for drinking and partying too hard. Their team was, they start off hot. There's a reason they're a 6 seed and not a number 1 or 2 seed, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Napoleon itself, I think in the same boat. But there's a reason Napoleon's number 11 compared to Flash being number 6 when it comes to basketball terms. What I think was better movie, if you ask me, I like Napoleon better, but I think the Flash can definitely win this. That's it for me. I think it could. I think Napoleon can win. It's a 65-55%. Or sorry, 40. Or for me, 45% Flash, 55% Napoleon. That's what I choose. But again, Vu, that's already one vote for you. It's up to Brad if you ask me, Brad. I'm sorry.
Brad's struggling with this.
I think it's like a 51-49. I'm going Flash.
Oh!
Let's go.
All right.
That's so
I don't know. I think I really was disappointed by Napoleon.
I really wish, Brad, you would have seen that fucking movie this year with me,
Yeah,
man. We
me
could have
too.
been hyping up the Flash all year. It didn't have to be just an Alex Vu movie of the year.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it's not a perfect movie. Not a perfect movie.
I think this is technically, if you asked
It's
me
fun.
at the beginning of the year, this was an upset. If I wish I could have created this by hype or something, or like like almost be like, and of course you can't do that, but like I agree with you, man. I think that's a good choice. I think it should be flipped. I think the Flash is the 11 seed here, and just by the hate we've given it, and Napoleon would be maybe like a 6 or this would be a weird lineup, but I think the Flash is an upset, even though it's a 6 seed.
Yeah, the committee's always stirring up some
It's
controversy.
there are 4 freshmen starting for the Flash who did not start at the beginning of the year. Yeah,
That's why cases.
Yeah.
I love these references. It plays so well. Heading into the second round, boys.
Wow, I like this a lot. This is gonna be fun. Here we go.
Starting from the top.
Let's do it.
Boys, what's our number 1 movie of the year?
Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think he moves on.
Yeah.
Easy as that. Now, Barbie, I think it was a bit, if it was any of these other movies, I would probably put up a fight. But Barbie is just, it's like number, what is it? I'll spoil it. It's number 10 on my list. Yes, it was the number 1 movie when it comes to, the box office, things like that. And it had great reviews. It was, very much like nobody expected to be this great. But sometimes you can only, when you hit the moon. So as a number 1 seed, it was not ranked at the beginning of the year. It worked really hard to get there. And it became the upset team of the year, had a great record. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of 3-star and 4-stars who happen to exceed their expectations during the season. They didn't play in the greatest market. I think it probably, what are they, a Pac-12 team? The Pac-12 is not that strong, but they went perfect. And because of that, when you come to the tournament, you play a team like Spider-Man who comes from the Big 12 or Big 10, you're not going to win. So
I love that.
Was that all right? Was that all right?
That was perfect.
Oh, supreme.
You know what I mean? Like I think Barbie, they scored all the points. They have all the flashiness, the shooters. Yeah,
had a
great
schedule.
Great scheme. Yeah, great schedule. Great scheme. They scored a lot of points. You get it around. At the end of the day, you're going against Spider-Man if you ask me. Whatever. That's all. Anything else you guys want to add?
That was fantastic.
That was.
Right. And I agree with
have said it
that.
better.
All right, good.
Next one, I think we got a tough one, guys.
All right,
Guardians
I want
of
you
the
to go first, man, because I think
Yeah.
this is very high for you, and I like to hear this.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy versus Oppenheimer. Guardian of the Galaxy is hands down the best Marvel movie to come out since Endgame, maybe. I think
it wasn't as big. I think the Spider-Man with the 3 of them was better.
Yeah,
that's like it may have been number 2 for me.
Yeah, like for the last couple of years, Marvel was at such lows, and this movie is such a high that I think it saved Marvel single-handedly.
I mean, the emotion in it. It's more of it's an easier watch. Again, we're comparing it to Oppenheimer. It's so hard to say for me because I loved Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's 3 hours long. Oppenheimer's a bunch of 7-footers. Like, it's a bunch of guys who are like they're smash mouth basketball. They're athletic as hell. They're really good, and they have but it's hard to score when you have that 5-7-footers who are dominating the game. No one's ever seen something like this. But Guardians of the Galaxy,
the chemistry.
The chemistry.
They've
been doing this. They're 5 seniors.
These are all 5th-year seniors.
Yes,
coming back.
Yes. This is it. This is it for them.
Yep.
So, Vu or Brad. So Vu, you choose Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna go Guardians. Yeah.
All right, Brad. Yeah, what do you think, man?
For me, easy choice, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oh. Cav, are you going Oppenheimer or Guardians?
I think the people want to see it, the main event next week of Oppenheimer versus Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think Oppenheimer moves on, my guy.
I respect the choices.
The story was great. I mean, okay, and we're bringing it back to actual story. Like Guardians of the Galaxy is a fantastic movie. It's earned its spot to be there. I mean, it was just Lindsay bawled next to me. I was bawling, like not really bawling out loud, but like it was me and Vu were so pumped to talk about it. It's the beginning of the podcast.
The podcast. I think that movie itself started this podcast.
Yeah, it started the podcast. So that's why, again, you put this against TMNT or The Flash, it goes on.
Yep. It's just the committee.
The committee.
The committee. Oh, I'll have some words with them later.
Nice, man. Nice. All right. Mission Impossible and Godzilla.
This is a fun one.
Yeah, I feel like just because of how much you guys love Godzilla, I feel like I know Godzilla is gonna.
This was two high-flying offenses going against each other.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yes, dude, this is great. This is the best game of the year. I think if you ask me,
would you say these are two unexpected teams, kind of, making it this far?
I think what hurts Mission Impossible is it should have done more. If you look at everything, if you look at the box office, it wasn't as big of a success. Yes, it didn't have the best reviews. I loved it because, again, I saw it with Brad. I saw it in such a great experience. So for me, it's higher than what it was. I also saw Godzilla with Brad. I hyped Brad up about it, like saying it was going to be great. Brad came out loving it too. So it's very much hard. If you ask me, I'm going to go Godzilla.
Mission Impossible was not even $600 million gross.
Yeah, because a lot of people just
I think crazy.
There's some fatigue with it. Again, a part one is difficult to sell because it's knowing that it still has to lead to a part two.
We were expecting it to hit a bill.
Oh, for sure, we were expecting to hit a bill. If you look back at the first episodes, it definitely was expected to. And I think, again, it was. I mean, you guys heard all the news about how Tom Cruise wanted to make sure this movie got through COVID. This is the COVID movie that everyone worked hard to make sure it happened. He pushed this a year. I mean, Tom, you have a heavy hitter with Tom Cruise against a team of nobody's Godzilla. Godzilla is the best D2. I don't know how to describe him. Maybe D2 team that's like coming out there and just being the best. Where you got the best player. You have the best player in basketball on Mission Impossible. That's Tom Cruise.
And Godzilla was the best team, best cohesion.
Bunch of Japanese players who came together.
Mm-hmm. All big fundamentals.
Big fundamentals. They're dominated. All fundamentals. So I think it's Godzilla, though. I think the Cinderella story doesn't end in round two.
I would choose Godzilla.
Sad, another upset.
I think everyone around. I think it also has higher reviews. I mean, Mission Impossible, great movie. I mean, where do you have it on your list? Do you have Godzilla higher, Brad, or Mission Impossible?
Oh, yeah.
You have Godzilla high? Then it's earned it.
And last but not least for the second round, TMNT versus The Flash.
I wish I didn't hate on this movie all year. I think I have to honor that. It's the year of cartoons. I mean, TMNT moves on for me.
It's tough to see TMNT in the Final Four, but...
Well, let's see. Let's talk about this. Again, it's up to the committee.
I think it is better than The Flash.
You think it is better than The Flash?
Yeah. Yeah, because that was a start to finish enjoyable movie for me.
The Flash, if you ask me, I think it surprised people that it was here.
Yeah. If I were to have to watch one of these movies again, I would choose TMNT.
Actually? Yeah. Over The Flash. I know I'm not joshing with you, and it's like kind of a joke about it, but like you would pick TMNT.
Over The Flash right now, yeah. I tried watching The Flash for a second time, and it just was not as good as the first time.
Do you think our hatred and like everything also adds? Because I think that hurt me too, dude.
Yeah, I think just everything that's gone
in the world,
the baggage.
Yeah.
They had all the 5-star recruits. You just can't be a bunch of piece of shits, and they're a bunch of, like I said, 4 freshmen starting. I mean, it's hard to get past that.
Yeah.
So.
The downfall will be studied, obviously, but
the fact that TMNT is in our Final Four is pretty fucking hilarious.
It's against Godzilla for a final
dude, the battle of the green monsters. That'd be sick to watch actually Godzilla versus those 4 guys. That's kind of what happened in the movie, if you think about it, in the TMNT movie.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it kind of happened like that. So,
all right, we'll see.
All right. Here we go.
We got the semifinals right here.
I think we do.
So Spider-Man versus Oppenheimer. Now this is what gets the people going.
Again, I think the movie I'm choosing here. Yes, you've got Christopher Nolan. It's going to win all the awards. It's going to do everything. Everyone's going to talk about Oppenheimer for the next 6 months. we're Filmaholics. We have been talking about this movie for the last 6 months. For me, it's Spider-Man. It is the movie that Brad and I both walked out like, oh my God, this is spectacular. Vu, you have to see this. Spider-Man was the culmination, just what's great story, the best Spider-Man story, if you ask me. It's the best, some of the best music and just the experience on the screen, the animation. What else do you guys think? I don't want to take over this.
Yeah, I mean, I think Spider-Man is the movie I keep thinking about of like recommending to people.
Yes.
Like I don't think I really recommend Oppenheimer much, but like
I do.
I'm a big feelings guy, and like the feeling that I had when I looked at you when the movie ended, again, it was what, 2.5 hours long?
Yeah.
And I could have sat there for 5 hours and watched the whole part 2.
Yeah.
Like I looked at you and was like, holy shit, this is a part 1. Like I didn't even know that going in.
Yeah.
And I was just so engrossed for 2.5 hours.
I mean, that train scene when, it's just everything and everyone's coming up and trying to get him. And he's like, nah, man, I'm gonna do it myself. Jumps off. And it's just cool. It's fucking cool. The first scene was his daughter. He's the police officer trying to arrest his daughter. And you're seeing the colors change behind him. And you're seeing the kind of like concern on his face, but he knows it's just this is a cartoon
streaming somewhere. Is this
Netflix? On Netflix.
Yeah, I gotta watch it with our number 1 fan. I don't think she's seen it yet.
I think you need to.
For how good number 1 was, like I didn't think that number 2 could be as good. Number 2 was better than number 1. I think.
Yes, same.
I think that's true.
I think so too. But what else you got to say, man? I think we all know, but I want to hear what your thoughts were before we move on from this one. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this is a blowout.
Yeah, I'm just gonna echo what you guys said. I just think it's a great story. This movie single-handedly, I think, turns animation movies not into just kids movies anymore. You know?
I think that's the most important thing too.
I think so too. It's hard to redefine a genre.
Yeah.
And
so, are we all in agreement? Spider-Man moves on.
Spider-Man, let's go.
Let's go. Nice. And our first team has been picked for the finals, for the fat finals.
Yep. All right, here we go. Godzilla versus TMNT.
It's a hilarious matchup.
This is hilarious because if you got Godzilla -1, nobody had this on the radar a month ago, 2 months ago. And then you got TMNT, nobody had this on the radar 7 months ago. Both movies who have earned their shot to be here. Both movies where I feel like they had to fix their brands. Godzilla. I mean, of course, they've got Godzilla vs. Kong. They're fine movies, but they're nothing you're going to be, you're not seeing a cinema film or a film. I wouldn't even describe it as a film. It's a movie. But it's hard to describe it as a film. Those Kong versus, the last
moving
couple.
Pictures.
Yeah, it's moving pictures. TMNT, same thing. I think it was just the idea that I had moments of like, wow, I'm getting shivers watching these guys hang out together during this movie. And also I grew up watching all the cartoons. I don't know. Godzilla to me is just one of the best movies of the year. It blew my mind. Did not expect it. And I think the one thing that Godzilla did that nobody else could do was make it you give a crap about the human characters. And it maybe made it the best part of it. I mean, I love those 4 guys together. Was it 4 of them? 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
Brad? Yeah. So what do you think, Brad and Vu?
Actually,
about this, because I think I want to give Vu the shot to do, because he's only seen one, but can you sell TMNT?
Yeah, I mean, this is tough. This is tough because I haven't seen Godzilla. TMNT was a good movie, but I'm just thinking about the finals matchup. What's going to be better? Who's going to be able to like combat Spider-Man? And TMNT is just not going to be able to do it. In my opinion,
that's fair.
In my opinion, like it was a great movie. Was it Spider-Man good though? No.
And it's crazy we'd have 2 cartoons in the final.
Yeah,
or animated movies. Sorry to say cartoon. That's disrespect to what they brought to us this year. I mean, they brought so much happiness. So, Brad, what do you guys say, man?
Yeah, I won't say too much because of the next matchup, but I think Godzilla.
Okay.
I think Godzilla.
I
think you got to respect the run that TMNT had.
Oh, my God. Nobody thought they'd be here.
Yeah. They had a great run, but I think the Cinderella story is over, even though it was a 3 seed.
We could definitely do a 64 of like the top movies of all time. That'd be really fun. That'd be really that we've all seen somehow. I don't know how we're gonna create this list because it's like it'd be fun to be able to like. Actually, I'm loving this tournament style. By the way, this is kind of fun.
I'm spitballing for next time, but we could each bring our own unique like favorite 10 or so, and then create like a huge board.
Yeah, I think so too.
And go through it throughout the year, since this will take us forever. You know?
Yeah, man. Or we can even add to the board as we watch throughout the year.
I like it.
I like it.
I
like it a lot.
All right, cool.
Now for
announce the finals.
Our finals matchup. The 1 seed didn't make it. The 2 seed didn't make it. The 3 and the 4 seed didn't even make it. We got an 8 versus 10.
Woo!
Spider-Man versus Godzilla.
And we wouldn't want to eat any other way. I mean, these two are equivalent to the jury duties of when it comes to film. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, how many Fappies did each of these win? Like, I feel like.
Let me look. I know Spider-Man got the most. And I think that Godzilla -1. Okay,
Godzilla had 2.
Godzilla had 2. Spider-Man had 3.
Yeah, I mean we've got. Yes, I think it was 3 or 4.
Best.
It's 4. I think.
Best opening scene, best movie we all saw,
yeah, it's
and
4.
best movie of the year.
Wow, we got 6 Fappies combined between the 2 movies. So I feel like we're in a good spot. Like this.
I think so too.
Yeah, this is a true Fapaholic final.
Yeah,
the committee didn't know what the hell they were doing. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad you set it up like this. Has been very fun.
Yeah.
I will say this: Godzilla again. The best supporting actor and actress was in Godzilla. That was Godzilla himself. I think that's a huge thing, and I think also Godzilla has earned its unexpected movie of the year. I mean, it really was like the movie that blew our minds. Do you guys want to go into this?
Would that award change had Iron Claw come out?
This was for unexpected movie?
I think it still wins unexpected because Godzilla has such a bad connotation to it.
I'd agree. Yeah. I don't think I knew it was even in theaters and a legitimate thing until Kevin said, hey, this Godzilla movie is good. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw a trailer. I don't think I saw anything, but I have seen things for Iron Claw, so I knew of its existence.
I mean, it's all over ESPN right now. I've been watching the tournament or the bowl games, and they're advertising the hell out of it.
Oh,
I don't think Godzilla 1's been advertised. It's literally like guys being like, "Hey, you guys see this Godzilla movie?"
Right.
There's no advertisements anywhere. I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong, but what do you guys want to say? Yeah, add to it.
I think I've spoken highly about Spider-Man throughout, this episode, the last few podcasts. I just think Spider-Man's it's my winner.
I mean, we've been talking about it for months.
Yeah, I think start to finish, the feelings it gave me, not only start to finish, but after goes to Spider-Man, like I had a lot more wow moments of like, wow, movies are back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Godzilla, I don't think I was saying movies are back. I was like, whoa, this is fucking a lot of fun.
Was it the A-list movie of the year? We should have made that award, like the A-list movie of the year. Like, was that the A-list movie of the year?
I think it runs away with that.
It would have been its number 3.
Yeah.
But I think just overall quality and it really meant a lot, like Vu was saying, to like animation. Like I think it sets the table for that form of movie to start being respected more and seen not just in the view of like my 5-year-old child watches it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, grown men can go to it, and when it's over, look at each other and go, wow.
Yeah,
that's a movie.
it's on my wall, right there.
Oh, there you go. That's a huge honor.
I only have 4 movies: Star Wars, Logan, Dark Knight, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I think
who wants to announce it?
Vu.
You announce it, Vu.
Okay. You created it.
You guys, for the first Filmaholics bracket movie award.
Best movie of the year.
Best movie of the year award. We are giving it to number 8, The Cinderella run, Spider-Man. Not even a Cinderella run, I think.
Yeah, the fact they got an 8 is kind of unreal to me.
The committee.
Yeah, the committee. Spider-Man has won it.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, if you listened last week, it really wouldn't be that big of a surprise. But no, yes, I think it's earned it. I think it is the best movie of the year.
I feel like
especially Filmaholics.
I'm snipping this and putting it in our doc just so we have reference.
I love that,
go.
man. This doc should be like, we give it to our children, but like, we now give you reins.
You will now be fat.
Yeah, they're like, internet. This isn't. I can't find this on my Apple glasses thing.
My brain implant.
Yeah. That's so awesome. I love this, man. I love this sheet, dude. It's pretty cool to see. All right. Well, then, I think, Vu, because you did such a great job there, man. I think we end the episode with our top 10 movies we are looking for, or top 10 of the year, and then we'll all go through it. And then I think we go into our top 5. So, Vu, Brad, me, you guys go into your guys' top movies of the year, and then Brad, you go first. Vu, you go second on for top 5, and then I'll go last on that one too.
You want me to start? Or
Brad, what do you think? You don't want to?
Yeah. So Vu first.
Yeah, you want to go first, Vu?
For top 10 movies of 2023.
Sure. I'm sure you guys are gonna have movies on your list, so feel free to chime in. I'll go top or bottom to top. So at number 10, I've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
Just a good movie. Rebranding the franchise. It was way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Final 4 contender.
Final 4 contender. Semi-finalist. Yeah, not much else to say. It was a good movie. Number 9, I know Kevin didn't like this one, but Knock at the Cabin. I thought that was like one of
I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah, one of the first movies that I watched. It was one of the first movies that I actually watched this year, and I was like, "Oh, this is like a pretty solid movie." Nothing crazy, but it was a good story, decent acting. Like I wasn't a hater. So, number 8, this might shock some. I got The Marvels on the list. I was actually a bigger fan of Kevin's face. Kevin's gonna stay on mute. I was actually a bigger fan than most people were. What a shocker! But I thought the acting was good. The story was decent for a Marvel movie. For Disney, a lot of flops this year. I thought this was one of the better projects that they put out. I thought Kamala Khan, that character, really stood out in the movie for me as a supporting actress, and I thought it was a good movie. Number 7, Mission Impossible. I know we can all get behind this one. Great movie. Kevin's still on mute. I love it.
All right, my bad. No, that's on my list too.
Yeah, but great action movie. Great stunt scenes. Like, I'm so pumped to see the next movie whenever that may be. I don't think it's 2024. I think it's 2025. So
it was one of the better experiences I've had of the year.
Yeah, very good movie. Number 6, kind of a dark horse, Leave the World Behind.
Oh shoot! Before you had that ahead of Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
yeah,
okay,
I just thought it was so interesting. The thriller, suspense, like what's going on, who's really behind the attacks. We still don't know, and that's what I think a great movie can be. Like obviously, some movies are not good at doing that, but yeah. Number 5, No Hard Feelings.
That's the dark horse right there.
Yeah, No Hard Feelings.
Was that nominated? Was that nominated for one of the VU movies of the year?
I think it might have. Yeah, I think it might have been. I'm a sucker for a good rom-com.
Yeah, you were pumped leaving the movie theater after that one.
Yeah, maybe it was the beach scene. I don't know.
Was it July 4th when we saw that too?
Yep, it was.
I think it was. Yeah.
I thought it was just a really easy watch, really good watch. It was funny, good range of emotions in the movie, good story. So, number 4, Creed 3. I got to enjoy this one in a movie theater, so no turbulence on my end. But yeah, I thought Jonathan Majors was a great villain in this movie. The acting was superior. It's just great.
I actually liked him better as a villain here than any.
Kang.
I mean, there were moments of Kang, but there was also lows in Kangs for me. So it's like,
yeah, I thought he did a great job in this one. Number 3, the Alex Vu movie of the year, The Flash.
wow, all right,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, surprised it's not at 1.
Well, the fact it lost to TMNT, but I mean, hey, that's fine. Keep it on your list at 3. I like it.
But yeah, it was
wait, no, it didn't win. It did. Sorry, didn't mean to. Go.
It was a good movie the first time that I watched it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. The first time I watched it, I enjoyed it.
You really did. You really did.
Yeah, it was pumped, and now maybe not so much. But number 2, Spider-Man. This just won our bracket. Best movie of the year. Great movie, great animation. The only reason why I didn't have it at 1 was just because Guardians of the Galaxy, which is my 1, I just thought it was a great ending to a great trilogy. So many emotions felt. Just thought it was a fantastic movie. So that was my top 10.
All right, my turn. Easy number 1, Sound of Freedom.
Oh god, I spit out there.
We're gonna go from 10 to 1, just like Vu. Okay, we're gonna go a little quick here because some of these are pretty similar. Also, number 10, I'm going with Barbie. Wow. I enjoyed it overall. I wasn't blown away by it, but it was a fun movie. And these bottom ones, like, you could probably mix and match these. Like, I don't really have a solid 10 through 5, but number 9, going with Napoleon. Again, good fun one. Not fun, but like a good Joaquin Phoenix drama. I think it's funny to mention the sex scenes if you've seen it, where he is thrusting at the speed of a bunny. It's very funny. Very funny how quick he has sex. But neither nor there. I'm going to do The Flash.
So I didn't mean to put that picture out there for everyone out there. Lindsay's mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
One of our 13 downloads.
She has asked to listen, and I just won't give it to
her. Smart move. I'm going Flash number 8. I think it was a fun movie. Got a lot of hate for all the reasons we've talked about many times, with the star being a criminal. But, you get past it. Number 7, I'm going Leave the World Behind. I just think it was a good movie. Just like Vu was saying, I wish it wasn't just a Netflix movie that nobody had heard of, because I think it kind of deserved more. I thought it was a really good, suspenseful end of the apocalypse or start of the apocalypse, I should say. Next, for number 6, I believe, I'm going Gran Turismo. I very much enjoyed it. Made me cry, as we know. I really like that main actor, and we saw him in Saltburn. I think he's got a future. Don't know his name, so there's that. But I enjoyed it. I really liked Gran Turismo. It was definitely one of my surprises of the year too. Number 5, I'm going TMNT. We've been talked about it. It's a Final Four finalist. Great movie. A lot of fun. It's not just for children anymore, even though one of our guest Nick Cartwright believes that all animated movies are for children. He could suck it. At number 5, I'm going Mission Impossible. Start to finish, I think that action movie was incredible, even if it was a part 1. I thought it was superb. I'm excited to see more. I feel like I should go back and see more Mission Impossible simply from how much I enjoyed that one, because I haven't seen a lot of them.
Oh, it's a great franchise for sure.
Yeah. Number 4, I'm going Godzilla -1. Again, surprise movie of the year, probably. Just incredible. It's got the best supporting actor in Godzilla. Congratulations to him. Number 3, it's Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer comes in at 3. It originally was number 2 all year long until number 2 movie came out, Iron Claw. Oh, I don't know. I just like that movie so much, start to finish.
I did too, man.
Gave me all the feelings. I didn't feel like I got a lot of feelings from Oppenheimer. Like, it was a good movie, but I was more of a viewer. Whereas this one, like, there were moments that, like, when the scene happened, I had like a whoa moment. Like, it really takes you back because of how it's presented and what happens to this family and the characters. And number 1, we don't need to talk any more about it. Spider-Man, best movie, winner of all the awards, all the Fappies, deserves an Oscars.
Yeah.
Everything.
Cool, man. All
Great
right.
list, Brad.
That was a great list.
Thank you.
That was a great list. I had to make an adjustment because I actually will admit I forgot to add Godzilla -1 to my list. I knew I was waiting. Earlier I was making the list. I'm like, I'm forgetting something. I had Killers of the Flower Moon at 10, no longer 10. It's now 11. Number 10 is Barbie. Number 9, Air. Again, I didn't do a great job of selling it. It was a good movie. Great acting cast, great ensemble. So I think it was nominated for Greatest Ensemble too at the Fappies. All right, so then number 8, Guardians 3. I know it's a little lower, but again, I just saw so many great movies this year that I think I really loved. Like I think I loved every movie on my list. I really did. So it being 8 is not because I saw only 10 movies. It's because I'm not trying to this guy. I saw 50 movies this year. Yeah, so I'm a loser. So that I just want to let everyone know that. Like I'm a huge loser for this stuff. So number 7. Dumb Money. It's about the stock shortage of GameStop, or not shortage, stock shorting of GameStop from 2020. I was a part of that. I was actually part of the AMC part of things. I didn't get to jump in on GameStop, but it was just a really good movie. Again, great ensemble for that cast as well. And it was just a fun movie, kind of like The Big Short and like Blackberry and like Air. So it was just a really good movie, and also just kind of exceeded expectations for me. I just love the fact that we got to live that. So that was kind of cool. Godzilla -1 is number 6. Again, I loved it, but the only reason why the movie ahead of it is just because I had a great experience with Brad, and that is Mission Impossible at number 5. I saw it with Brad. We had such a great time. It was 3 hours, but it was the one 3-hour movie we were like, this is worth the 3 hours. It didn't feel like it was 3 hours again. I'm going to stop saying the word 3 hours. So because it was really good. So Mission Impossible was great. Blackberry is number 4. The unexpected movie of the year for me. I never even heard of anything about it. I saw pictures of Glenn Howerton with a shaved head. And I was like, he's doing that for this movie. Okay, I'm excited. It's a Canadian produced film. It's literally, you can only find on AMC Plus. Has a 96% Rotten Tomatoes score. Just, again, not the flashiest of cast, but it's just a great story of the rise and fall of BlackBerry. Number 3, Iron Claw. It impacted me. It killed me, and I went through it all here today. But I absolutely loved that movie, and I'm glad I saw it this last week. Number 2, Oppenheimer. Again, I bought the 4K UHD physical disc itself, and it just is, for me, is the epitome of what a film is. I think it's the best film. Best movie of the year, though, is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Awesome list.
Yeah.
I think I need to see Blackberry just from what.
Yeah.
I would love for you guys to see it. It's really good.
What's AMC Plus? Is that?
It's like the channel that did like The Walking Dead.
Oh,
like Breaking Bad. They have a channel. They have a thing called AMC Plus, and you can do a free trial for 7 days. Okay. That's what I did with her family. We canceled it right away.
Yeah,
I think that's what we're doing.
And it's also just not 3 hours long. I mean, it's really good. So I do recommend it to you guys if you have time. I may have overhyped it though. Again, I saw, and also there's a guy in there. He used to be a YouTuber. If you've ever seen the Wii, it was like, oh wait, the Wii store's been updated today, and they all run downstairs and there's like bongs everywhere, and they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait for it, and they start singing this stupid song. It's a really dumb YouTube from like 2000s, and I love it. And I can't believe this. I saw him in that. He's now a movie star. He directed it too, so that's partially why I liked it as well.
Full circle.
Full circle, man. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. So, all right, guys, let's go into and this is the last segment, is our top 5 movies we're looking forward to in 2024. I guess we've kind of done a film preview already, so let's just kind of run through what we're looking forward to the most. I think Brad had going first for this one.
Yes, sir. All right, I did 6 because I just wanted to throw this one as a mention.
Okay.
Godzilla, Kong, New Empire. I just want to see them running together.
Yeah.
Like you see in the trailer.
The weekend of Dong. It still works. Dong still works. Kong and Godzilla.
Are they still? Is it the same weekend?
No, it's the same movie. So the same weekend. So it's Dong. I think we can call it that.
Dong lives on.
Yeah, Dong lives on.
There's a movie that I've been. You see the trailer if you see Iron Claw. It's called Love Lies Bleeding, and I'm very intrigued by it because it's a thriller romance that has Kristen Stewart and people.
Yes, I have heard about this.
And it's like it was a red band trailer, I think. When it's not green, it's red. So it's like a mature movie. It looks cool. It's got what's his name? He's in Westworld. Ed Harris. It's got Ed Harris.
Yes.
So I'm just very intrigued. This looks like a more one like independent side movie.
Dave Franco's in this.
It looks good. So I think that's something could be a good A-list movie for me. Next, I'm gonna go with Fall Guy. You keep seeing the trailer is bomb. It's great music. It's got Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt. Looks like a fun movie, like a good fun Gosling movie.
For sure.
I'm going with Inside Out 2. Great movie. I'd love to see what they do with the second. I believe they're introducing a new character called Anxiety, which I will relate to very well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Especially this week. I'm very anxiety filled for my job. But that's near here nor there. This isn't my full-time job if you guys don't know that.
I know it's surprising to most
It's
viewers.
surprising. We put on 2 hours of content a week. It's not my full-time job.
Number 2, I'm going with Civil War. These trailers, it's A24, so you know it's quality. And it has Ron Swanson as the president, as the Western forces are like coming to Washington, D.C. to take over. I think there's speculation on like what this story is about, like what the hell this is even about. But I am very intrigued. It's got a cool cast. A24 is awesome. And then finally, it's Dune, baby. You should have seen it in 2023. We're seeing it in 2024. I'm going to watch it like 5 times the week it comes out.
Yeah.
I love Dune. I love Timothée Chalamet. I love Zendaya. I love everything. Give it to me in my blood right now.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It would have probably won all the awards this year anyways.
It would have swept the Fappies.
Yeah, it really might have done that.
Oh, man.
Good to hear, man. Good list.
Thank you.
All right, Boo, you're up, man.
Roll into mine. Dune was like my honorable mention. It didn't crack the top 5 for me, but that would be number 6.
That's all right. We like diversity here.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. Number 5, I got Captain America. I think it's New World Order.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see, a new Captain America, not Chris Hemsworth. So
who is it?
That.
I'm not trying to be this guy. I think
it
got pushed to 2025.
Did it actually?
It sounds like Dune's taking number 5.
Oh. Sorry, buddy.
That works. No, that's fine.
All these movies got pushed to 25.
Number 4, I have Lord of the Rings. It's
a cartoon one.
Yeah, it's an
animated. Or
movie.
animated, sorry.
What is this?
It's an animated movie about the Rohirrim that's coming out next December. And I'm a big Lord of the Rings guy, so I'm very pumped for this. Brian Cox is in it.
Wow.
Logan Roy. So
what's the War of the Rohirrim?
I am not sure. So the Rohirrim are, I don't know if you guys have seen the trilogy, but it's like from the second movie, like that, the horse riders.
Yeah, this looks to be like it's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
and it's animated. Hopefully, it's animated like all the fucking movies we've been watching.
Yeah, if it's the same type of quality that we got with Spider-Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, then I'm very pumped for
this.
Are
these the people of Rohan?
Yep.
Oh fuck yeah, those guys are sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. So very hyped. Very hyped for this movie.
Hell yeah, man.
Next, I got The Quiet Place. A Quiet Place. I think this is the 3rd movie in the series. Just very intrigued on where they're taking this next. I was a fan of the first 2, so
I believe it's a prequel.
Ooh,
I believe so too. Yeah,
even better.
I love it. It's got one of my favorite people. And I'm blanking on her name. She's from Us. What is her name? She's the main actress in Us. Lupita Nyong'o, one of my favorite actresses out there, and I also think she's just gorgeous. So I'm very excited to see that. It's gonna be good on the eyes for me. At least.
Yeah, super pumped for that. And then at Number 2, I got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So I was a huge fan of like the latest trilogy that came out with Caesar. I thought it was a great storytelling, and excited to see where they take this series next.
Same, man.
4th?
It's
this
technically a new trilogy. It's based off the
Whoa.
originals, but it's a new director. The guy who does the Batman movies, the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, directed all of them. And he is no longer directing this one, but it is going to be a new director based off this, but they're calling it a brand new trilogy, essentially. So, fresh take on it.
Yep. Ooh. So, very excited for this. And
Same.
then my number 1 is Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Just tying together, the multiverse, having Deadpool join, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm so pumped.
Apparently, he's bringing the X-Men universe, too, with him.
Yep.
And killing them all off.
When does that movie come out?
July? June?
Is it June? It might be June or May.
July 26th. Okay.
July. There we go.
Movie.
Summer movie time, baby.
It's gonna be a big one.
Cool, man.
So that's my list.
All right,
All
Kevin,
right.
finishes off.
Finishes off. I did 6 again. I did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. I loved all the original 3. Love them. I actually really love the third one. I think I'm in the minorities with loving the third one more than the others, but still at the same time, just love them all. 5. I want you guys to look this up if you guys are available. Look up Spaceman with Adam Sandler. It's a 20-second teaser trailer. It's going to be released on Netflix. It's a drama with him. Or I can put it up and I'll show you quick.
Wait, drama?
It's a drama, but it's also sci-fi. So
Adam Sandler not in a comedy.
All right, I'm going to share the screen here quick. That's why I love seeing Adam Sandler when he's one of my all-time favorite actors. All right, Spaceman teaser. Okay, you guys see this?
Yep.
All right. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Like you.
Okay, you can hear it?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, here we
Just like you, I fled my planet. Through galaxies. Through black holes. Through time. And then I found you.
And they've been making this movie for a few years now. I love that they do a 30-second trailer for something you have no idea about. All you hear is the villain from the Batman movies, Paul Dano, who's also in There Will Be Blood. He's the voice there. I just think to me it looks really. I love sci-fi and I love Adam Sandler and I love drama with him and I just think it's everything all together. So I'm really excited to see what that movie is going to be like, and I hope it lives up to the hype that I have in my head with it. Another one's called Mickey 17. It's Robert Pattinson's next movie. And it's the next. The director is Bong Joon-ho, and the last movie he did was Parasite. Snowpiercer, Okja, Mother, Memories of Murder movie. I never saw those other ones, but and they've also just only done like a 30-second teaser for this one, and it just shows Robert Pattinson like waking up from like a sleeping cell in the future on a spaceship we don't really know yet. So that one looks like it's gonna be really good. And I think Robert Pattinson is one of the hottest actors in the business right now. Not just looks, but also just in the idea of just how busy. And I think anything he touches right now is just gonna be gold. So I mean, he's been Tenet, Batman, the last two. I love both movies. So number 3, Joker 2. I'm really excited about that one. I think, especially coming off an Oscar-winning performance by Joaquin Phoenix and the movie itself, it's gonna be fantastic. Number 2 is Deadpool 3. Vu said enough about that one. They're finally going to be integrating the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Could be intentionally the end of it. Could be the beginning of something new. Who knows? So I'm looking forward to it. And then number 1, Dune. Dune 2. The movie I thought was my most hyped movie of the year, I would say, going into this year. And I just can't wait to see what this sci-fi epic has in store for us.
2024 is gonna be good.
I know it's gonna be good. We thought this year was good. With all the drama and everything that got pushed. I mean, it still turned out to be a very good year for movies.
Because like every movie you guys said that I didn't even have on mine, like I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm very
excited. Well, hey guys, I think this is a good way to end season 2, episode 1, the season premiere of Filmaholics.
Season 2.
I think we've got the best year coming up. We appreciate everybody listening in and subscribing and downloading. I mean, we're only getting better. We've got people around the world listening to us. So we got a lot of fun changes, a lot of fun things happening this upcoming year. We can't wait to do, and I can't wait to do it with you guys as well. So I think this is it's only going to be up from here. And gosh, I look at us now. There's nobody who can stop us. So, all right, boys. Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Hey, I appreciate everyone in 2023. Stick with us 2024. It's going to be a big year.
Yeah, I love Fat Nation and just glad that I can be here doing this with you guys.
And Vu promises that he'll see the good movies this year.
I will see more movies this year.
The love of God. Yeah,
the Boo Movie of the Year award is going to look a lot different. That's a promise.
Hell yeah.
That's a promise. All right, man. Well, as a promise to all of you, we'll see you guys next week. I think we're going to be having a surprise guest. Maybe next week we'll see. But again, thank you all for listening in and subscribe and like and follow us on YouTube and on Spotify and all the other random ass podcast channels we're at. Peace out, everybody. We love you.
We love you.
See ya.